Pulisic is currently top 5 in the world right now based on form, and I will explain. And let us try and prove intent with the red card. I make the law with regards to football.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
All right, guys. So look, man, we have 2 games to break down. We've got 2 games to break down. So we'll break down the Arsenal game first. Then we're going to relive the Chelsea game again. And then we're going to have an open warfare Q&A back and forth. And guys, I am ready to go in. I'm ready to go in because I'm going to say a few things. That's why I've got my coconut peanuts, tropical coconut peanuts, the best peanuts in the world. Guys, cut the check. I'm giving you free promo from Employee. Cut the check. Let's start with Arsenal. Now, I was the only one who defended Arsenal. People said they'd get relegated. They were done for. They were trash. Everybody wrote them off. Nobody thought they'd beat Wolves. Nobody thought that they'd beat Leicester City. To be real, they beat Wolves. They should have beaten Leicester City, if not for the red card, which we will discuss. Let's deal first with the red card, and then we'll talk about the game. Now, people say, well, it's the letter of the law. It's only about intent. It's just about dangerous play. As long as there's dangerous play, it's a red card. Of course, it is. Does Edward Nketiah look like a dangerous player? Say it again. Does Edward Nketiah look like a dangerous player? Does he? Nah, I didn't think so. He's not a dangerous player. So, to sell me on this lie that somehow Nketiah was looking to try to injure dude is stupid. He tried to block the ball, he got late, and he mistakenly went in with the whole dude. It is what it is. Yes, you can say it's dangerous play. At the most, it's a yellow. It's not a red card. For me, a red card is intent. Intent has to be key for a red card. If you look at that, he must have been showed something in his ear. And also, let's keep it real, when you view something in slow motion, it looks worse. If we were to rewind all of those previous things, we've seen all of those decisions which referees have given a yellow card to, if they were shown it 5 times over and over again in slow motion, a lot of yellows would be red cards. But you can't watch it in slow motion. You have to watch it in normal vision. And when you watch that thing in normal vision, it's like, okay, it's okay. Trust me, that challenge, normal speed and slow speed look completely different. That challenge in normal speed, what happens with football? He got late. Slow speed, oh my gosh, he was trying to commit homicide. He was trying to destroy him. So, for me, Arsenal, it changed the game. Because I feel that Arsenal would have probably won that game. Because Arteta got his tactics right. He got the balance of the attack and the defense right. Defensively, they were holding Leicester City very well. They were getting good turnovers. It was a close game, but I thought Arsenal had a grip on that game. They had a grip on that game. The sending off changed everything. Arsenal had to go full on the defense mode. But look, man, in these 2 games, which, let's keep it real, most people would have said Arsenal would have held 2 L's in these total games. Most people said they would have held 2 L's in these 2 games, but they've come up big time. And guys, Saka, pledge your allegiance to the green, white, and green. Please don't stall anymore. The Super Eagles are rebuilding. They are rebuilding. If you want to be part of the future, an African future, okay, black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. Yes, because I'm going there. Yeah, your voice going rich. Easy voice going rich. Guys, that's what my black guys say. Black is beautiful. Okay, come home. Saka, this guy's good. This dude is good, and I think Saka, under the tutelage of your boy Arteta looking really good. And let's keep it real. Lacazette has been insulted a lot, but this was one of his better games. Like just the way that Arsenal were looking with that front three of your boy Zet, your boy Yang, and your boy Ka. Those guys were all right. That is a really good three. And I think that's right in the important part of the season. Arteta has got it right, but Arsenal would feel hard done by. Arsenal win that game, the table is looking very different. Remember, even I think it was on Football Dog that we said, "Oh no, Arsenal, they're done for they're out of the race." They beat Wolves. If they would have beaten Leicester City, it's a different table. It's a different table. It's a very different table, you know. But look, shout out to your boy Vardy, 22 goals, I believe. That is amazing. That is truly amazing and truly special. And do you know what this shows? It shows that Vardy for Vardy, it wasn't a shot in the pan. It wasn't a flash in the pan. Like what he did in, was it 2015 when he led them to the Premier League? It wasn't a shot in the pan. That this guy, he is a striker. He is a finisher. And I think once you get it right, you get the system right, you get the team right, Vardy can say what's up. And he's been saying what's up to a very high level this season. And I think if he ends up being top scorer, like if he ends up being top scorer and Leicester City make the Champions League, for me, you have to give Vardy that dub. You've got to give Vardy that dub. And look, very good. And look, also as well, let's keep it real. Iheanacho, I don't want to tempt fate because Iheanacho was a brick for a long time, but Iheanacho now sort of rekindling what I thought he was. I don't want to tempt fate. He's looking high. Your boy Kelechi is looking high. I think Nigerian football might be in a very healthy state. But let's check out the league table right now. So there we have it. Chelsea on 60 points, Leicester City on 59. See, if Arsenal had won that game, they would have been on 50, 51, 50. They would have been on 52 points. They were on 52 points, and that would have looked very different. But in 50 points right now, it's looking very dicey. That means they still have the 9 points gap. So I think for Arsenal right now, it looks as if they are out of that top four. I don't think it's really happening for them. Like that win would have changed things for them. But it was unlucky. It was unlucky, and that's why Arsenal should be pissed off. But for Leicester City, they're still in there. But guys, what does that say? What does that say? So let me just round off the whole Arsenal thing, man. Look, man, I think it was a good game. It was a really good game. And the beauty of what you're seeing in this thing is you can't predict anything. Arsenal have surprised people. I think Arsenal have they've made the top four is very complicated because again, we presumed Wolves win, we produced Leicester City win, and it looks sort of similar to how it was like a few games before. But because of how Arsenal have split things with getting a draw, getting 4 points off of Leicester City and Wolves, it has made the top four now a lot more complicated, especially for Wolves, but most especially for Leicester City. So, guys, I think Arsenal deserve a double spaced. I don't know what you guys think, but I think Arsenal deserve a double spaced. Because everybody put them out. So shout out to your boy Rodney, shout out to your boy John, shout out to Arsenal boys out there who've been saying what's up. Shout out to your boy Devil. Shout out to your boy Devil. You can hold your heads high, but it isn't what it is. You're not going to be the top four. But for Leicester City, look, man, I think Rodgers has been trying to keep this team together, and I think when you look at how they play, it's very attacking, very much on the front foot, and Ndidi is that dude. I think people need to really talk a lot about Ndidi and his performance for Leicester City this season, and also if we're going to talk about best central midfielders in the Premier League, best performance in the midfielders this season, you've got to look at Ndidi. So shout out to your boy Rodgers, man. He's doing a heck of a coaching job, but it ain't over yet. And you see, even as I look at how Leicester City are playing, I think that this whole top four thing, I really believe is going to go down to the last day of the season. I think they're going to be much more surprising results. I think they're going to be more twists and turns, and I don't think it's going to happen as how we believe it's going to happen. But yeah, man, I just think that, Arsenal, man, give them that dub. Give them that dub. Now, I want to just rekindle the thing I said about Chelsea. I didn't stutter. I did not stutter. Pulisic is top 5. Based on form, Pulisic is top 5. I don't want to hear anything, guys. I will argue with you. I'll fight you. I've got fists. I've got fists and they ring. You want to fight? Let's fight. Let's go to the streets. Let's go. There's a street right there. You want to fight? Let's just fight. Bare knuckle. I will fight anyone on this street. Pulisic is top 5. If you push me, he's top 3. Based on form, guys. Remember, based on form. If you don't push me, top 5. If you push me, I'm going top 3. Based on form, because this dude is playing like that dude. He's not playing like this dude or this dude. He's playing like that dude. Okay? This guy, his dribbling, his movements. See, there's a thing called performance. Performance. It's not about, oh, I get a goal and I do nothing for the rest. No. That's not how football works. Football is, what do you do for 90 minutes? I don't give a damn how many Instagram followers you have. I don't give a damn how popular. I don't give a damn what you did like 5 years ago. What did you do today? What did you do last week? How are you performing? How are you balling for 90 minutes? Because that is what performance means. So let's say top 5 based on form is based on your performance over 90 minutes. I don't care about stats. Stats are for losers. Stats are for chumps. Stats are for people who know nothing about football. This is a place for no stat merchants. Stat merchants aren't allowed here. Stat merchants, you get left out the crib. You get left out in the rain. This is for real football people. This is for the real football talkers. This is for the real football analysts. No fakes. No fakes allowed. Guys, I'm sorry. In case you didn't know, this is not for fakes. I'm tired. I'm tired. I've changed. As I told you, man, I'm going real. I'm going to be so real. Who told you about Pulisic? Check the tape. It's YouTube. Search. Do this. Who's been preaching about Pulisic? I said, look, may not be world class, but this guy can be useful. People say, no, he's American. What this guy can do? I preach. I want my apology. I want my apology right now. You hear? I want my apology right now. Triple spaced. Because I preached about the flipping dude. I preached about the sick. Top 5. I don't care what anyone says. Top 5. Crazy. I will not accept any more Zuma slander. Anyone that slanders Zuma, leave the stream. Warning you right now. Any caught Zuma slander, I am giving you an advance warning. Leave the stream. We are not slandering Zuma on this stream. Okay, you hear me? On this stream, we are giving a homage to Zuma on this stream. You hear me? You hear? The chick is back. The chick is back. I can't wait. I can't wait for August. Everyone is writing off Chelsea for August. Fine. I respect Lewandowski. Thomas Muller is a World Cup winner. Gnabry is a wonderful dude. I spoke to Hansi Flick. We're friends. I spoke to Hansi Flick last night. I said, Hansi Flick, I have the utmost respect for you. I respect you. I said to Hansi Flick, let's see what happens at the Allianz. Because the chick is back. And Abraham is back as well. Guys, I'm sorry. Don't hate. And let's pull up the table. Who's third? Just Beston. Saeed. Red Devil, where you at, baby? Red Devil, where you at, baby? Rosario. Who's dead? Who's dead? I can't wait for August. Because guys, I swear to you, if, if, don't you dare let Chelsea do what they might do in August. If they do, we're doing a 10-hour stream. We're doing a 24-hour stream. Don't you dare. Because I remember everything that everyone has said. I have remembered everything that everyone said. So I don't forget. I never forget. So when August comes and those boys take the pitch on the Allianz, I will remember the doubters, the negative sayers, the haters. Their names are written down. You know what this is? You know what this is? Names. Names of the haters and the doubters. They're right here. Don't mess with me. Don't you dare mess with me. I told you. The sick, the cheek, Abraham Lincoln, Zuma. Told you. Be afraid. Who's dead? Who's dead? Check the table. Who's dead? Who's 6 points behind Man City? Don't mess with me, man. So just to round up before I take your questions, I'll take your questions. I'll take your questions. I just need to get this off. I'll take your questions. But just to round off, that was a very hairy 5 minutes. I was scared. My balls were sweating. I was worried. And I said again, Lampard, if Chelsea don't get top 4, you're getting sacked. 100%. So Lampard, he knows this. He knows that if you don't get top 4 and you allow Man United to get top 4 ahead of you, you're getting sacked. Because I didn't break my back to get Ziyech, Werner, and I'm working on Sancho. It's going to be tough. I'm working on Sancho. I'm making a few calls. So I didn't break my back to get all those signings for to make top 4. So it's zero tolerance from here on in. It's zero tolerance from here on in. But guys, before I take your things, Pulisic isn't joking around. Pulisic isn't joking around. Because you see, he's American. And Americans have a very I don't give an F attitude. They always have done. Americans have always been alpha male. They've always been alpha male. That's just how the American thing is. But the issue is that they've never had the ability. Clint Dempsey, fearless. Americans are fearless dudes. Arrogance, call them arrogant, fearless dudes. But just that these guys like Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey, they were not very good. They're not very good. So people say, hey, but Clint Dempsey, man, he got like 100 goals, man. All right, so he's like the greatest American all time. Shut up. We don't know stats here. Pulisic knows how to play football. Maybe that's his Croatian blood. But this guy knows how to play football. This guy has the natural technical ability that Donovan or no other American has had. And he has the American psycho. He has the American psycho. So the American psychosis mixed with the ability. Guys, I think we're okay. All right. Okay, guys, all put yet soon. All right. Okay, you guys, you pushed me. I didn't want to, but you okay? All right, fine. All put yet soon. Fine. Okay, I didn't want to. I wanted to wait. I said I was happy to tell you, but you pushed me. I told you guys, don't push me. I'm a nice guy. Look, let me bring the chin out, baby. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. But you pushed me. Since you pushed me, we're going up to tier 2. The papers are going in. I'm going to send in the papers. I'm going to make political up to tier 2 because you pushed me. You pushed me. I told you, don't push me. Don't push it, boy. I'm not saying we're going to beat Bayern Munich. I never said that. So, Gatlock, don't you dare clip this. Okay, Gatlock, don't you dare clip this. I never said we're going to beat Bayern. All I said was, I didn't know the day we're going to go to Alliance Arena, man. So I know. All I want to know is the exact date we're going to play in Allianz Arena. And when we know, I'm going to be. So, guys, let's take your questions. Let's take your questions, guys. Let's see. All right. From your boy, Daniel Henkill. Thank you for the super chat. Daniel Henkill says, if Chelsea go to Germany with Bricalaga in goal, Daniel Henkill, let me just level with you right now. I'm working on that. I've spoken to Bram, and I've spoken to some people. We are working on something. You are right. Aritha Balaga isn't going to Germany. He's not. Aritha Balaga will not be in goal for Chelsea at the Allianz. Neither will Caballero. So I'm working on something. So Daniel, give me time. How long do we have? We have like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Fine. I am working day by day. I'm making calls. I'm making calls every single day. I've called UEFA and everything. I've said that, don't worry, Daniel, it's all cool. He will not be in goal. Come that thing. It's fine. Believe in your boy. Believe in your boy. Believe in your boy. Oh, God. From the boy, yes, aside. Jesse Lingard is better than Pulisic. Simple. Said, you don't believe that. You don't believe that. Said, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Just worry about Aston Villa because, Said, let me tell you right now, if you dare don't get 4 points against Aston Villa, because I expected to get 3 points so you could be like 2 points behind Chelsea, but you worry about Aston Villa because Man United, they're like below. United are like this, they're like little peons. I told you, man, I don't want to be rude, but I don't really mess with the Europa League, man. We're like a Champions League. Champions League. Sorry, Champions League we're all different. Basically, Champions League is like this. Europa League is like this. That's what Europa League do. Europa League is like this. Champions League is like this. So in Champions League we're in the club like this. So we've got those moves, man. So because we're like this, you need to respect your elders. Side, respect your elders. Europa League don't talk to CL like that. Side, watch your tongue. You're talking to a Champions League team, okay? Watch your tongue. You watch your tongue. You're talking to the 2012 CL winners, but what the heck? Have some respect, man. You guys are sick. So this is what else you guys said, man. What? What the heck? Wait, AC Milan? What? Oh my gosh. How did... Bro, man. Well, Hazem. So Milan were 2-0 down and 1-4-2. Look, Juve have already won the league, but shout out to AC Milan. Shout out to AC Milan, man. Shout out to AC Milan. But yeah, all that stuff, but Lazio still lost. I told you guys, I'm not doing Syria right now. I'm not... Meet me in August, man. Meet me in August. I'm not doing Syria. HH, be very careful. If you don't make it, they will... Paul, I told you, there's nothing to clip. I think my thing that I said was very clear. I didn't make any promises. I didn't make any promises. I don't make any promises, man. Kepa concedes screamers like no other. He has good reflexes, close up, but long shots. That he's called Bricabalaga for a reason. I'm sorry. That was a very good strike by your boy, Crystal Papala's boy. That was a very good strike by him. Amazing strike by Zaha. Great strike. I'm sorry. A worth Courtois saves that. De Gea saves that. Edison probably saves that. Kasper Schmeichel saves that. Because Kepa, the guy, he looks like an under 11 dude thrown into the big team, man. So I'm sorry, it's just odd, man. From your boy Andrew Laurie, thank you much for the super chat. Andrew Laurie says that last minute's post from Palace was a save from Kepa. Was that a save? So I don't know whether that was a... See, if that was a save, shout out to your boy Kepa. But even if that was a save, it still doesn't... It's same thing with like Ross Barkley. Oh, well, he scored a goal, it's fine. For Kepa, I think the bad outweighs the good. As I say, he's got good reflexes. He's a good shot stopper and everything. But as a keeper, it's like you go to a Petr Cech, the last great keeper that Chelsea had. Petr Cech could give you good reflexes, decision making, was calm, was composed. A very key part of a keeper is composure because you want to always keep people calm. So whenever you take a ball, you claim a ball and everything. Kepa doesn't give you confidence. Kepa is not composed. Every single time a team shoots, you just feel as if they're going to score. So he is a very, very, very problematic dude. He's a very, very problematic dude. But guys, I tell you, Sick is top five. Sick is top five. Where is it? 9 in a row. No, when I said that Juventus have already done 9 in a row, were you listening? When I said months ago that Lazio are not in this thing, were you listening? I just said, okay, Lazio, just make it fun. Lazio were never going to win this whole thing because it's Lazio. It's Lazio. They were never going to win. So you guys say, oh my God, did you see? Look how many goals are Cristiano. Do you know how sad it's been? People are saying, oh, Cristiano is now 3 goals behind Immobile. So is this how low you're falling? You're now championing Cristiano scoring goals for Juventus in the Serie A? Come on, man. Come on. I said for Cristiano, like, I don't give a damn what he does in the Serie A. Show up in the flipping Europe. But for Rabiot, good goal. Good goal from Rabiot. But still, Rabiot, I needed to show up when it really matters, man. From your boy, Just Bestin, says that Bruno, Martial, Cristiano, Dybala, and Ramos, top 5. Bruno, no. Martial, no. Cristiano, no. Dybala, no. Ramos, yeah. Top 5, if you want a top 5, you have to look at De Bruyne. You have to look at Lewandowski, Ramos, Messi, and Pulisic. That's your top 5. Based on form, that is your top 5 based on form right now. From your boy, Martin Rosario, get that piece of crap Rugani off my team. My God. Martin, you don't even support those guys. Okay, Martin, you support Cristiano. You don't even support those dudes, okay? So please, don't, man. From Yasser Said again, who says, HH, how does Cahill pull a hammy randomly like that? It happens. It happens. And also look as well. Chelsea were not in the wrong to keep on playing. They're not in the wrong to keep on playing, so it was fine. But yeah, look, it was unfortunate because I don't think I've pulled a hamstring, but I've had like a tight muscle, but it's the similar pain. It is excruciatingly painful. Just Bested again says, Leicester have a bottle job as manager. United are coming. How are you blaming Rodgers? What is he doing wrong? They have overachieved. They have overachieved. They have way overachieved. So you can't really be blaming him too much. From the other side again, says that I can name 5 United players who have been better than him. No, you can't. You're lying. You're lying, bro. You're lying. You cannot name 5 that are better. From the other side again, says that Jesse Lingard is better than Pulisic. Simple. As I said, we don't believe that. You don't believe that. All right, let me bring in your boy because your boy wants to comment. Your boy wants to comment. So, your boy wants to comment. What's Abdullahi wants to comment. Let me send him the link. Send those questions, guys. Send those questions, man. Send those questions in, man. All right, here we go. All right. There you go, dear sire. All right, Abdullahi, I've sent you the link, bro. I've sent you the link. So, all right, what else are you guys saying, man? I mean, Bruno Fernandes is not top 5. What are you saying? What the heck are you saying? If Chelsea overturn in the second leg, I will support you on Patreon at the Shane, I'm holding you to that. Shane, and Shane, we already know, because I can tell me your name, you're a band supporter. I will hold you to that. I will hold you to that. Benzema not top 5. You see, actually, you put me on the spot here because I wasn't too sure about putting Messi in there. So it's gonna be real fun. Okay, in no particular order: De Bruyne, Ramos, Lewandowski, Benzema, Pulisic. I think that's good. I think we can roll with that 5. Yeah, I'm based on form. I've got to put Benzema in there. I've got to put Benzema in there, man. I've got to put Benzema in there for sure, for sure. And remember, guys, this is based on form. This is based on form. Oh no, Saka is top five. Top. See, Saka. Look, bro, Ron, you have a quality player on your hands. Because see, in Ketia, I'm like, Willock, that Saka guy, effortlessly, easily a first team player. That dude is easily 100% a first team player, quality player, absolutely quality player. And they were like complete technique. So please, NFF, I am begging you, make the call, ensure that Saka is a Nigerian player by 9 a.m. sharp tomorrow. Ensure he's by 9 a.m. sharp tomorrow. Please. All right, let's see. Pulisic is only getting underrated because he plays for Chelsea, and it's cool to downplay Chelsea. No, see, I told you I don't give a damn what people say. I'm viewing this thing fully objectively. Pulisic, based on form, is top five. Every time this guy touches the ball, this guy is causing problems. For 90 minutes, this guy is just cutting guys open. He's cutting dudes open. Because I saw hints of this for Dortmund. Then he sort of went a bit under. Sancho came in and they went away, but I was like, oh, wait, no. This guy, I always knew that he has something. But right now, for me, he is playing better and doing more than I thought. I was like, whoa. He's really carrying this dude, and he's almost filling in the void of your boy Zad. Like, he's winning penalties, he's scoring goals. He is a complete and utter nuisance. He's a complete and utter nuisance. So I don't care what anyone says off. He's top five based on form. He's based on form. I don't care what anyone says. So guys have stuff like that. Okay, let's just see. Actually, no. I just say for Saka, for me, all I'm saying to you is, look, man, go play for. Based on how he plays, he will flourish more in Nigeria than he will for England. Because if you Saka, I just say, if you choose England, you're not guaranteed to play. You're not guaranteed to play. Because there are many guys on that right flank that will be ahead of you. If you go for Nigeria, you'll be appreciated more, and there's more of a chance of you playing. There's more of a chance of you playing because you could be right back and form a formidable partnership with Chukwueze. And just the way that Nigeria play and the kind of footballing culture that they have would suit Saka. Southgate and his kind of ideology is very pragmatic, and I don't think will suit him. You see, Saka is flourishing very well because Arteta is about playing football. You see, England under Southgate don't play football; they play football. In Nigeria, it's football. There's football and there's football. Saka plays football, and you don't have to be a footballer. It's about playing. It's about being a footballer. Oh gosh. Rainbow Just Person, thank you for super chat, Mr. Bestons, who says HH has an agenda against ex and present United players. Why do I say that Martial is on form technically one of the best strikers out there? Why do I call him Labil? I don't call him Labil for no reason. I call him Labil. I have, even before this whole thing, even when I saw him in the Europa League, like, Greenwood is a quality player. I said, United, you have a quality player in Greenwood. So I have championed United guys, 100% have. And you say ex-players, who puts Paul Scholes ahead of Lampard and Gerrard? I do. So Beston, I'm sorry, bro, you can't. Zuma is worse than Phil Jones, bro. Whoever you are, you're an idiot. To say that, first of all, to call Zuma bad, you have to be stupid. To say Zuma is anywhere near Phil Jones, you obviously have an agenda against Zuma. So obviously, I don't speak to people or engage with people who have an agenda because you're a brainless moron who just has agendas against people. And people who are not football fans, but just have agendas, like get a life, like just lock yourself in the basement, and I'll try and make sure that I get your mom's internet and light bill paid. So there you go. Let's just see. But you see, that's the thing, man. Mo, you can't say this. Mo, All because Danny Ings has scored all those goals does not mean he's performed better. You scoring goals doesn't make you a better performer, because if you now do that, then it doesn't matter what Sergio Ramos does. Ings will always be better. So it doesn't matter what Koulibaly does. So it doesn't matter what Van Dijk does. It will always be better. So would you say that Danny Ings this season has been in better form than Van Dijk? Go ahead, say it. Or would you say Danny Ings has been in better form than Henderson? Go ahead, say it. So all Danny Ings can give you is goals. But as far as performance, footballing performance, he doesn't sniff the sick. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear this. I know it burns you and it pains you. And I know it burns you because I'm right. I know that people don't like it whenever I'm right. But I told you there's a reason why I am the best athlete in the world. There's a reason why I know what I'm doing. There's a reason why I'm the best at this. I said, don't sleep on the sick. I said the sick can do something. Months later, who was right? 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 I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know it pains you that I'm right. I know it pains you that I'm right. Gnabry over Pulisic. Gnabry has been good. I don't know. Gnabry has been really good. Not as good as Pulisic. Not as good as Pulisic. I'm sorry. He hasn't been. Not as good as Pulisic. Not as good as Pulisic. All right, let's just see. No, I wouldn't put Willian top 5. Relax. I wouldn't put Willian top 5. No. That's not happening. That's not happening, man. But see, guys, look, all I'm saying to you guys is that the key thing is top 4 needs to be just rounded off. That's what it just needs to be rounded off. As long as top 4 is rounded off, I'm all good. I'm all happy. Just round off that top 4 because, guys, next season Chelsea are going to look very dangerous. Because my thing is that I see a vision. I have a vision. I have a vision of next season. Of next season, Chelsea really saying what's up. How are you doing? That's the vision I see. And that vision can only be realized. It can only be it can only come to fruition if top 4 is secured. So that's all that needs to happen. Top 4 just needs to be secure. All right, let's just see. I saw an interesting question. It's hard to see these things, man. Look, says he really said Pulisic is in your top 5 right now, but Bruno has to be there. He's playing so well and scoring. No, Bruno, I'd put 6. Bruno, I'd put 6. Bruno has been quality. He's been truly amazing and has been really good. Pulisic has been on a whole other level. He's been on a whole other level. Because Pulisic is almost carrying this Chelsea team. And this is a Chelsea team that is still trying to function. Let's be real. Pogba is playing well. Martial is almost everyone in United is playing well. So Bruno isn't carrying United. He's just been very good. Pulisic is almost carrying Chelsea. So what Pulisic is doing as an individual is on a higher level than what Bruno is doing. Like I see, if someone puts Bruno top 5, I wouldn't be mad. But I would say he's 6. I would say he's 6 right now. But I wouldn't mind if you would try to show me in the whole top 5. But it's like Pulisic, Benzema, Lewandowski, Ramos, they're playing at a very high level. They're playing at a very, very high level. So it's very hard for me to put him in that 5, bro. It's very hard to put him in that 5. Look, I said I didn't because I was watching the Arsenal game, so I didn't get to watch the Juve Milan game. But I saw Cristiano's goal. Decent, irrelevant to me. I saw what did I see? I saw Rabiot's goal, damn good goal. But I didn't see the 4 goals scored by Milan. But for Milan, well done, well flipping done. And these are 2 back-to-back wins. So they beat Lazio. They beat Juventus, amazing. But it's almost like too little, too late. Like for Milan, why weren't you doing this earlier on in the season? Why weren't you doing this earlier on in the season? And I'm not going to rush and say, oh my gosh, Milan are back. They're not back, But at least this is a little bit of hope. This is a little bit of hope, man. Very hard to take. Mo, this is just me being real. I'm not trying to make this is just me being real. You have to be here. I will never say Pulisic is top 5 based on ability. I'm never doing that. Based on performance. Based on performance. Every game that Pulisic has played since the restart of COVID. So basically, what's saying that all the games since the start of this whole COVID thing, post-COVID thing, Pulisic is top 5 for form. He's been playing too well. He's been playing too well. Because the tickets are every time this guy has the ball, he is making something happen. Okay? This guy is making something happen. Like this guy almost single-handedly got that as against Man City. So come on, man. Come on. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real. Guys, don't hate. Guys, don't hate. You know, like hating is not a very healthy thing, man. What the heck? 10-1. Just don't hate, man. How good was Pulisic really today? No, but it's about the damage he's scoring and how dangerous he is. First of all, that was an outstanding goal. So that goal combined with just what he was doing throughout the game, because he's the guy who every time he has the ball, he's really making things happen. And he is showing how he's technically just a cut above almost everyone else on the pitch. So how I view things, I just view a guy's performance over that thing. Knicks, don't hate, bro. Knicks, don't hate. Don't hate, man. Yeah, you see, no, Chelsea have an issue. See, before Chelsea take the pitch against Allianz in the Allianz Arena, they have two major issues. Because I told you, look, I'll be real with you, Bayern look dangerous. Okay, Bayern look very scary. They look very scary, and Bayern Munich wants to tear Chelsea a new one in that Allianz Arena. So I am worried. I am worried. Lewandowski has scored 51 goals in all competitions this season. He has scored a lot of goals. He has scored the most goals he's ever scored in Bundesliga. So we're not dealing with the most lethal Lewandowski that we've seen, which is crazy because normally he should be declining. So yes, I am worried. I am wary of the threat that Bayern pose. Thank the Lord that Eboli or signing cannot play. So hopefully Bayern play Kingsley Coman. I pray they play Kingsley Coman on that left-hand side. But yeah, the key thing is if Chelsea take that pitch with Bricabalaga and Christensen, could be another circumcision. It could be another lubrication. Of course. So I'm not stupid. Okay. I'm not stupid here. I do know the threats that they pose. All right. I know the threat that they pose. So 100%, man. But see, this is what I've always said. How good are Bayern really? We've only seen Bayern against Bundesliga opposition. Yes, they've been amazing, but we've not seen them against the true elite of Europe. Chelsea in our first leg, that wasn't the real Chelsea they faced. Let's keep it real. So we've not seen Bayern against the real Chelsea, Juventus, Man City, Barcelona, PSG, and so forth. Till we see how they perform against these top tier teams, we don't know how good they truly are, man. You don't know how true they are, man. So that's the thing there, man. But look, as I said again, look, man. With the whole thing with the Syria is like that's fixture there. What does it mean? Milan win 4-2. What does it mean? Does that mean that Milan are back? Heck no. Does this mean that Juventus's title bid has been stopped? Heck no. It just means that, it's now been delayed because if they had won, they've been close. But Juventus, of course, they're winning. Everyone knows that they're going to win it already. So for me, I'm about what matters. This is the issue here, is I need to be given things that matter. That La Liga title race, it matters. This Premier League top 4 thing, it matters. Top 4 La Liga is already pretty much done. Serie A top 4, it may be pretty much done, but it's about things that matter. Let me repeat to you people, Juventus are going for 10 in a row, which is why for Cristiano, anything you do in Serie A, I don't give it down. Same thing with Neymar. Neymar, anything you do in Uber 8 does not mean anything to me. All that matters, all that I care about is what you do in the big boy cup. The Big Boy Cup is a CL. All that matters is what you do in the Big Boy Cup called the CL. Don't can I just say this right now? All those people on Twitter, I am begging you, and I'll probably put this out on Twitter. Do not tweet me anything Cristiano does in the Syria because you're insulting my intelligence. Don't. If you do it, I will block you or I will mute you. So this is a warning. Don't tweet me anything Cristiano does in Syria because we are waiting for August. That is how I judge him. Same thing with Neymar. Don't show me anything Neymar does in Uber Eats against Croissant FC or Eiffel Tower United. Show me what they do in the CL because I'm putting the benchmark high for this guy. Stop putting the benchmark low for this dude. Same thing with, okay, cool. Because I just said, because just what Messi does is so great, I'm like, look, he's an amazing player, but it's La Liga. I don't give a damn. Oh, 700 goals, 800 goals. Oh, he's 35, 26 goals a season. Oh, shut up. Who cares how old he is and how many goals he scores? No one cares. That's stupid. Okay? Only you sad, extremely sad, demented, deluded statsmen. So like, oh my gosh, look how many goals against Genoa and Torino and all these sideshows. That's because you guys aim for the lowest hanging fruit because your standards and your benchmark is so low. That's your issue. I'm about benchmark high. I'm about things that matter. Okay, I'm not about, oh my gosh, oh, another Serie title, oh, another trophy. Oh, yeah, Yawnsville via Bodom Central. That's what I wrote, man. Your boy Besson says, if Bruno wins the FA Europa and gets top 4, Ballon d'Or pending. Well, what? No, heck no. I'm sorry, like, no. Remember, the Ballon d'Or thing is 3. You have to be in the Champions League. I'm sorry. You just doing stuff in the Europa League does not make you a Ballon d'Or candidate. I'm sorry. He can go ham in the Europa League. It's about what you've done in the CL. So if De Bruyne balls or Lewandowski balls, they'll be in that Ballon d'Or discussion. How does it feel? No more. No. Don't. Hey, Hazard, man. Shout out to Hazard. So Hazard, are they back? Are Milan back, man? Talk to me. No more. Don't take my thing out of context. Go. Remember what my mantra is always: it's not how many you score, it's when you score. It's when you score. And I am not going to champion you scoring 500 goals for Juventus in Syria. I'm like, cool, well done. Cool. But if you want to be great and for me to respect you, score those goals in the Champions League semi or the Champions League final. The very best ball in the very best competition against the very best teams, not these mid-tier teams. No. Okay, Juve were winning before you, and they'll be winning after you because of the unfortunate situation that Syria find themselves in. It is amazing. The Milan won. My God, that's a great win. But can you stop Juventus next season? That's the real man. So let's just keep it real, man. Funny Frenchman, thank you to the member, hot member, funny Frenchman, member in there, man. Shout out to you, man. So your boy French, should Kepa have saved that shot? Yes. Let's keep it real. Yes, the ball went high and everything, but I will be very surprised if Courtois didn't save that. Or if Neuer didn't save that. Because even when you just see him stretching for it, it just seemed as if he completely misjudged that shot. And every time I even see Kepa going for saves, it's like there is such a lack of confidence I have in this dude that just makes it worrying, man. That just makes it worrying, man. So that's the issue, man. Look, I don't want to address him before, man. Hi, do you think Lewandowski will win the Ballon d'Or? You're the best. Oh, thank you, the Lord love. Bro, he's having an amazing season, but see, my dear friend, this is the reality. He will be judged on the Champions League, and I think Lewandowski knows that. So Lewandowski right now is like he is prepping himself for August, you know, and I think Lewandowski knows that. My God, I have had my best season statistically. 11 goals in the Champions League. And that is why people are like saying that, my God, this could be it for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have a great opportunity because everyone is playing well. Hansi Flick has his guys playing with great chemistry. Alfonso Davis is doing quality things. Gnabry is doing Gnabry, just getting better and better and better. Bayern Munich are in a great position right now to say what's up. And the thing is, there isn't a juggernaut there. Like, see, if Liverpool was still there, like Liverpool, but there isn't a juggernaut there. Even if you think of Juventus, Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, these are not teams to be feared. Any team left in the CL, Bayern can beat them. Can. Doesn't mean they will. Can. So Lewandowski's Ballon d'Or chances are dependent on Champions League performance. So let's just say if Bayern Munich win the Champions League and Lewandowski continues to score and he scores in all the key games, semi and the final, he wins the Ballon d'Or. Simple as that. Simple as that. You can't say anything. There are no qualms. It does. And I don't think anybody can do anything from September. Remember, it's for the calendar year. No one can do anything from September to December to offset us. If Lewandowski, what is done in the Bundesliga, what he has done in the Champions League group stage, what he did against Chelsea, and if he now balls and he leads them to victory, he wins the Ballon d'Or. He wins the Ballon d'Or. And if that happens, Hazem is banned from all live streams, and that's just the deal. So it's very dependent on what happens in that flipping CL, man. So how good do we know? Wait, how do we know how good Barca will be after a 1 month break? Coming back straight into a big boy quarter semi-final. It's not easy to pick up rhythm at the highest level. No, true. I mean, look, this is what I've always said. I've always felt that Barcelona will still beat Napoli. Dependent on the month break and everything, I still think that they will beat them. But it will be a close game. But I just think at the Camp Nou, Barcelona they'll get the job done. But because you said this whole one month break, look at how long this was. And for a lot of these teams, they say Bayern Munich, or you look at like even somewhat a Man City, most of these teams have found their groove pretty quickly. So I think I think what it is that it's two things. Don't discredit effective training. First thing, good effective training and conditioning. Don't disrespect that. Also, everyone is at a level footing. So whoever Barcelona play, they as well would have had as long a break as Barcelona have had. So they'll be in a level footing. So it's not a case of where Barcelona are now playing a team who have had several matches to keep fit and to keep sharp. So that isn't the case, So yeah. From Martin Rosario, hot member and loyal mod, Mr. Rosario. You're lucky Chelsea won HH. Those bricks almost cost you money. Martin, don't bet. Why are you betting? Why are you betting? Okay, don't bet. This is what you say. Only gamble when you know you'll win. But guys say, oh, well, that's not gambling. Then if you don't, well, that's how I roll. I'm not putting money let's hope. No. I'm only paying money if I know for sure I know what the results will be. You don't just put money away. Oh, well, I hope this team wins. Who the heck does that, man? Nah, man. So you're just throwing money down the flipping tube. That's crazy. Do you think Zaha will make a good replacement for William Pedro? I used to think so, but I do think that his game can be a bit limited though. Um, I think Chelsea can do better. I think they can do better. I think Chelsea can do better than Zaha. I think there are better players out there, and there are more quality players out there that he can really roll with. In my view, personally, man. Um, how do you rate Goretzka? You see, for me, Goretzka is what I call an effective player, but not like a world class player. Like he's in a guy who, oh my gosh, this guy's amazing. Look at his skills, his dribbling, and everything. But he's one of those players where, in within the conditions of a match, he can be useful because he makes good decisions and he reads the game very well. So he can be in the right place at the right time, makes the right runs, makes the right kinds of passes. So he's a useful. You don't build your team around the Goretzka, but he's a very good player to help add quality to your team because he's like a very consistent performer. So as a manager, he's always a very good player to have because you know that he will never fall below like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. So he's a very good addition for Bayern Munich to have. But I think Bayern need those their superstars like a Fonzo Davis, Gnabry, and Lewandowski, and the Thomas Muller to really say what's up and so forth. So how do you rate Kai Havertz? You see, for me, from what I'm hearing, this whole thing of like Kai Havertz, 5-year contract, paying all this money for this dude, I'm like, I mean, you don't want to just throw everything at a dude who is still, let's keep it real, unproven. He's still unproven. This isn't an Us. This isn't an Mbappe where, oh my gosh, man, this is an amazing young talent. Like, he is good. He is talented, but I still view it as a risk because for me, it's not a case of where as soon as I see an amazing player, I'm like, okay, all right, he's cool and so forth. So I think it is very dangerous for Chelsea to go full tilt and so forth, man. Yeah, no, slide. I talked about this earlier on that I wouldn't give that as a red, and it's very simple. Um, a a challenge in normal speed and slow speed look very different. It will always look worse slow speed, but it's not happening at slow speed. It's happening at normal speed. Because when you look at that thing at normal speed, he got there late. When he looks at slow speed, it looks worse. So isn't it unfair for you to now judge the challenge on slow mo speed? Because before VAR, people just had to judge it while these things were happening. So my thing about it is, okay, cool, use VAR, but the VAR should be done. And this is the thing: the referee should view it on the screen at normal speed. That is a key thing that they need to change. Viewing it at slower speed, it is always going to look worse. And like 9.9 times out of 10, when you look at that thing at slow speed, it will always end up being a red. I just think is unlucky. And it's changed the game. It changed the whole game, bro. It changed the whole game. And yeah, so no, look, that's my fear with the whole Kai Havertz thing. Is like, see, this my thing about João Felix is that, look, I don't even want to be too hard on him because I think it's clear what the João Felix thing is that wrong team. He is a talented player. He is a quality player, and you can see the quality in there, which is why it is so unfortunate that we didn't really see him for Portugal. But even in Portugal, they don't really play with the kind of flair that I think João Felix needs to really show how good he truly is. So, but with Kai Havertz, it's like people need to relax with hyping these players. The Us was worth the hype. If you saw the kinds of things he was doing at Dortmund, these were outstanding. Mbappe at 17 was scoring in consecutive Champions League knockouts games. At 17 years of age, he was bowling in the Champions League. João Felix bowled in one game in the Europa League. Kai Havertz has been bowling in the Bundesliga. These are two very different things. So there are levels here. But then the whole thing though is this is where the eye for talents comes through. Because Charles could be like, Kai Havertz, no, forget it. Then Man City could be like, or Liverpool could be like, Klopp would be like, oh, this Kai Havertz, let's do it. Oh, are you sure, boys? Let's do it. He goes to Liverpool. Klopp brushes him up, refines him. 3 years later, he's one of the best players in the world. And Chelsea were like, damn it. If only we had gone in for him. Look at this guy. We almost had him. This guy is now one of the best players in the world and is now helping Liverpool win multiple trophies. So that's the thing. That's the thing. That is always the danger, man. That is always the danger. Erhan asks my shout to Football Hut member Mr. Axel. Axel, are you telling me that the sick is hype? He is playing well. Are we going to deny that the sick is playing well? Let's just keep it real. The sick is playing well. The sick is playing well. How can we deny this? How can we deny this, man? We cannot deny this stuff, man. Vardy's a show. Oh gosh, I'm not watching that whole Thai video. Ajit, what are your thoughts on Husam Muwa? Would he be a smart buy for us if Thiago does leave? Yeah, no. Uwa is definitely a good player, but I'm not sure whether he is the kind of player that Bayern Munich need. Because as good as he is, I'm not sure whether that's the right fit for Bayern Munich. Just going by his style of a play, I think Bayern Munich needs to really look a bit more further in the markets, trying to get the right dude, man. Also, please, Infinity, can you not keep posting the same question, guys? Because just be like, if you keep posting the same question, I swear to you, I will not read the question. That's the thing that does bugs me. When you keep sending in the same flipping question, man. All right. Look, man, forget that whole tie, dude, man. But as I said, look, man. Oh God. What's England's best 11 for Euro 2012? So for Euro 2021. I mean, I have to think about this, but I'll say this to you. Southgate has something to it. See, the only thing that the real weak points in the Southgate team is the midfield. But see, for me, if I'm Southgate, I drop Harry Kane. If it's me, I try to convince Jamie Vardy to get back, because a frontline of Jamie Vardy, Sancho, Sterling, or Rashford, Vardy, and Sancho, or even Greenwood, that is speed, that is movement, and that is very, very dangerous, man. And that is very, very dangerous indeed. So, because I think with so obviously, like, the rest picks itself. You have Maguire and maybe Gomez in there. Then you've got obviously what's it called, Trent on the right. You've got Mr. Chilwell on the left. See, the midfield is the issue was I said Henderson and on wings, and I think that's why England are suffering, because England don't have a good quality central midfielder. They don't have that. But the people are not saying that, Grealish, man, could he be a guy that could walk well, Madison? But yeah. So, Hitmama, yo, someone. What about you? Who do you think will crack the top in the Premier League? Very hard to say. Very hard to say. I mean, things are looking very tight right now. Things are looking real tight right now. I mean, for me, I think 1 and 2 will stay the same. Liverpool and Man City. See, when we talked about this like earlier on, man, I did say that third and fourth will be occupied by Chelsea and United, but I didn't know who would be third and who would be fourth. But I thought 3 and 4 would be Chelsea United. I feel Leicester City are going to keep on sliding down. So if you're going to ask me, I'm going to say maybe Leicester, Man City, Chelsea, United. If you had to push me, that's probably what I'll say. That's probably what I'll say. Your boy Constantine came, man. Thank you for those super chats, man. Thank you for supporting the football hearts. Thank you for supporting your boy. So say Lampard needs more credits. Chelsea third again after losing the best player in the league. It is overlooked. Chelsea are missing Zad with no big replacement. No, look, I mean, I look at the big picture here. Okay, what Lampard has done based on what he was left with, the transfer ban, it is impressive. It is impressive because somehow, somewhere, as of right now, Chelsea are third. And Lampard has not had any new signings to really been able to help build this team. He's really relied on the players that have been there and obviously really good youth players, which is why that whole thing of Chelsea loaning out like a whole country has now come and helped. But long term, for Chelsea to win multiple Premier Leagues, to win multiple Champions League titles, they need a higher quality manager. They need a higher tier manager. I don't think Lampard can be the guy who can win multiple trophies for Chelsea, but I think he's a very good stopgap. I don't know, look, I mean, because it was fearful. Because once Hazard left, you're like, oh my gosh, how the hell do they fill him in? But what Pulisic has been doing to plug that hole has been amazing. I still say that Willian is the real, for me, basically, the Chelsea's key, their star players are Willian and Pulisic. And if Lampard can recognize that and realize that we have to utilize them, but utilize them in a way where, no, these are our attackers. Similar to what Liverpool do. Because for Liverpool, see, think about this right now. Just that I don't know whether they'll be able to do this. If Lampard utilized Giroud or Tammy the way that Klopp utilizes Firmino, and Pulisic and Willian are more like inside forwards and they're playing much more narrower and are forced to now play diagonal and really attack the box the way that El Dio and La does, I think Chelsea will be better because Chelsea's goals, Chelsea's wins, the key for Chelsea winning games is Willian and the sick. Because these are game winners. These are your real, true, bona fide individual game winners who can individually win a game for you, which is what Salah does, which is what Sadio Mane does. So that's the whole thing, man. Should Trent play in midfield and Basaka as right back? You see, for me, that's what a lot of people have been saying, that's putting Trent in midfield. I don't know whether that would work. It's a thing about just try. I don't know whether it would work. That's just me being wrong. I don't know whether it would work, but I do understand the thinking because do England want Trent at right back against Spain, Italy, France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany? As in, do you want Trent up against Leroy Sané? I mean, I don't think you want to see that. So maybe it may be a thing of put Trent in midfield and have the better defensive security in a Bissaka out there to really hold down that flank. That may be the wiser thing to do, personally, man. Guys, hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Press the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. Support your boy. Hit the like button. Hit that like button, man. Rodney, relax, man. Show some respect, man. Is Alexander Isak better than João Felix? As of right now, he is. As of right now, based on how he's been performing, he is. So when you say better, are you saying better based on form or ability? If it's ability, I don't know. It'd be quite close because I think Isak is pretty good. I think from what I've seen of Isaac and the highlights I've seen of him, Isaac is pretty good, but I think João Felix has a higher ceiling than Isaac does. You know, but based on how they've been playing, I think Isaac has done more for Sociedad than Felix has done for Atletico Madrid. But then it may be a case of because Isaac has found a team that suits his game well. He obviously looks a lot better, man. He obviously looks a lot better. Hit those like button, guys. Hit those like buttons, because the likes just helps the video go up in the YouTube rankings, man. You know, so more and more people can see. So it's a good support to get the video out there as well. And look, just all it is a like. It's a simple like. It's just boom down there. You click it. You like it. Very simple. Very simple. Who do you think is winning the Europa League? That's the $1 million question, man. I'll be real with you. I'll keep it very real with you. The way that United have been playing, if they don't get any injuries, I'm not saying United will win, but you have to keep an eye on United. You've got to keep an eye on Inter Milan. You have to keep an eye on. Is it Getafe? I think it's Getafe who are in this as well. I think Getafe, you got to keep an eye on Getafe. Like I told you, like guys, August is going to be really, really cool. Really cool. Because there are some really good games. There's some good matchups. Because, hey, look, of course, CL is the CL, man. But I have got my eye on the Europa League. Because I think I think we're going to see some really cool games in the Europa League. Some really good games in the Europa League. And again, it's the same thing as well in the Europa League. Like just one game and they go through. So difficult to say. But I need to look at it again because I know there was a team I was looking at, but I think it was Getafe that said, Getafe, you got to watch out for those guys, and of course Inter Milan. You always have to watch out for the team that drops down from the Champions League, and especially from Inter's. Whoever was going to drop down from Inter's group was always had to be wary. So who came through Inter's group? It was Dortmund, wasn't it? It was Dortmund. Natsa, thank you for the super chat, Mr. Natsman. Thank you. Says, is it only me that thinks that Davis and Sane is not going to work? They both like to run the flank and they're both left-footed. You see, this is what I was saying is that what looks good on paper may not look good in practice. And it's so funny that he says that there's always something in the back of my mind that will it necessarily work? All because you have two really good players doesn't mean it works. Two quality individual players and chemistry can be mutually exclusive. It isn't a case of, these are two great players, they're going to work. No. Chemistry is different. You can have an amazing left back, an amazing left winger, but they don't have good chemistry. So the key is we know they are quality players. The key is will they have good chemistry? And good chemistry that's something different. So will Sane know Davis's movements? Does Sane know when he's on the overlap? Do they know when to give 1-2s? Do they know the key to chemistry is I know the run you're going to make. Because how you beat defenses is one touch. One touch football only works when you anticipate the run that your guy is going to make. If you control it and you control and you look, you lose the momentum. How you really beat defenses is that you draw a man, but it's one touch, boom, 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 boom. But you're going to do boom, 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 boom if I know where he's going to go, which is what's made Andy Cole and Dwight York such a formidable partnership because they just were telepathic. I know where this guy's going to go. So, and we don't know. So that's why Bayern fans need to just say that, you may have two quality players, but whether they have chemistry is a question that is yet to be answered. So that is a very good thing for you to raise it up, man. From your boy, Constantine K, who says, HA, a talk is due on Sarri. How good is he really? if he needs Jorginho at every club, he's out in order for his philosophy to thrive. Is Sarri a fraud? Sarri isn't a fraud. Sarri isn't a fraud. Um, but it's like you have tier levels of coaches. Nobody ever says Sarri is a tier one coach. No one ever says that Sarri is on Pep's level or Klopp's level, or Mourinho's level. No one ever said that he's on their level. He would argue that he's a tier two, upper tier three kind of coach who obviously he needs specific players for him to work. Pep Guardiola needs very good passes of the ball for his things to work. So can we say the same thing? So maybe Pep doesn't need like a very particular player, but in every team he needs guys who are very good at passing the ball and keeping the ball, because that is paramount to his system working. But the thing with Sarri is judge him at the end of the season. Juventus are about to win the Serie A. That's a trophy. So say, that's a trophy. They have not yet been knocked out of the Champions League. Okay, yes, they're 1-0 down. They've not yet been knocked out. Now, if they get knocked out, then we're gonna have a conversation. But let this season run through. Because will Juve fans still want Sarri sacked if he leads Juventus to a Champions League playing bombers for football? It's bombers football. You gave us a trophy we've been waiting for since 1996. Do you think we really care that we worried by playing bombers for football? So come on, man. So that's the thing. All right, let's just see what other thing I'm saying, man. Man, seriously, the guys are really, really hating on this whole Sarri, man. No, but see, I think, look, Sarri will be judged by the Champions League. So it's like nothing can be said yet. Because yes, they've not been playing well, they've not been flowing well. They are still going to win the Serie A title. So that's a trophy, So he's done like the bare minimum, which is you have to defend the Serie A title. Let's see what that Lyon game brings. Because Sarri knows that I am brought here to win the Champions League. I'm not brought here for the Serie A title. So let's just see what they do, because guys, things change. Things can change. Maybe Juventus, they'll flip a switch and these guys will now look quality. So judge Sarri at the end of his tenure. That's how you can't judge a guy mid-term. Like when you're in school, you have a report card at the end of the term. You don't have a report card like after 2 weeks. Okay, there's your no. Let's see what you do during so you can look at the full picture. So let's see what happens when they say what's up to Leon. Because if Leon say what's up to Juventus, okay, it's going to look sketchy. Thank you, man, from Mr. Dark. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Dark. Where does Koulibaly go? Man U or Man City? I want to answer this in two ways. Where does he go and where should he go? Now, where will he go? Man City. Yeah, I think they are closer to it. Pep knows he needs a top tier defender. I think he sees Koulibaly fitting in there very well. But more importantly, I think it's between United and Man City. I think it's not even between United and Man City. It's between Ole and Pep. Koulibaly is choosing Pep. And I think 10 out of 10 players will choose to play for Pep over Ole. That's just fact. Now, where should he go? Where should he go? I would still say Man City, because it's Man City, the money they have, the players they already have, Pep Guardiola, And I think Koulibaly wants to win trophies. That's the key thing, because the whole shoot thing is you want to win trophies. Because I think he fits United and City very well. I think he will fit those guys very well. But I think specifically for Man City and how well they protect the ball and how he likes the defenders to really come out and really play, I think Koulibaly will really love and thrive and enjoy playing under Pep Guardiola and in that system that Man City have. But specifically, Koulibaly, you have a greater chance of winning trophies under Pep. And I think with Koulibaly now entering like the later part of his career, it's like, bro, I want trophies now. I have given Napoli so much of my blood, sweat, and tears. I should have left years ago. How old is he now? How old is Koulibaly? 29. I mean, you see, he's a defender though. So he is okay. Okay, so he's already 20. So he's going to be 30 next June. So remember, he's a central defender, so he has at least 4 more good years. You can say he has 4 more, because what's it called? Cannavaro was like 33, 34, 06 World Cup. So you've got 4 more good years. So Koulibaly knows like he has to move now. He has to move now. So I think if he moves now, I think that'll be the key thing. And I think especially to Man City, this is a very important decision you make right now, because if he doesn't make that move and remains at Napoli, your chances of winning major trophies will be gone. And that'll be so unfortunate for a guy who many people consider one of the best defenders of his generation. Also, now this is worrying news, man. So I've just been hearing an update on the whole Victor Osimhen thing, which is that he doesn't want to go to Napoli. And he's waiting on United and Arsenal because he wants to move to the Premier League. Like, well, the Arsenal thing makes no sense. The United thing makes no sense. So you see, Osimhen has to be very careful because, okay, if you go to United, Martial is the first choice striker. You're not guaranteed the first team for ball. If you go to Arsenal, now, see, Arsenal is interesting because Arteta prefers, even if I think this is wrong, Arteta prefers Aubameyang on the left. Lacazette, I think, maybe moved on. He looks a bit shaky. Nketiah is still an up-and-comer. So maybe if Osimhen now comes in, like, it's like, okay, boom. But this is what he needs to understand is that always listen to a club that wants you. See, now, if you're waiting on a club, then you're like, okay, we'll have you. But if a club doesn't want you, they're not going to guarantee you first in football. They're like, okay, yeah, cool, we'll have you. But if a club is saying that we want you, we want to build a team around you, first in football, that's big. That is big, you know? So, yeah, man, we have to just wait and see what was happening, man. But see, Arsenal do need a really... See, if they're having Aubameyang on the left, they need a really good striker. Nketiah he's not a first choice striker. He's a good development. He's not first choice. No, he's not first choice. Lacazette, it's up and down. For Lacazette, it's up and down, man. Koulibaly and Mane delivering AFCON, nah. Their chance was in the last one, man. Senegal should. They have the team, they have the players, but I don't think they'll ever be able to get it done. Although Koulibaly was missing for the final because he was suspended for the final, so that was a huge miss. Thank you very much from your boy Constantine Kima. Thank you again for that super chat, man. Thank you. Is Pep a brick for not winning the CL with Bayern? I wouldn't say that he's a brick, but I would say very disappointing. Very disappointing because you took over a trouble-winning team that your Pankers gave you. He gave you wrapped in a beautiful manger. He gave you a treble-winning team, a treble-winning force. He gave that to you, and you didn't even make a CL final. And these were guys who were right at the peak of their powers. You know, whether you had Lewandowski, a Robin, a Ribas, all guys that are the very best, and he failed to really make them say what's up. So you say to yourself that see, now that's an interesting thing. If Heinkes had stayed at Bayern Munich, does he win another Champions League in those 3 years? So that's 2014, 2015, 2016. Something tells me he would have won in 2016. Remember, 2016, Real Madrid weren't that great. They were not that great. I think Heinkes would have won at least another seal with Bayern Munich, and I think he would have won it in 2016. I think he would have won it in 2016. That's just me. No, I think we talked about the Nketiah red card. I will repeat myself again. I wouldn't give that as a red. So, as I said previously, for me, first of all, intent is a big thing for me. Because mistakes happen. It's like the whole Mopé thing, Mopé with Brighton and Arsenal. It was a mistake. Very unfortunate with what happened to Lennon, but it was a mistake. So with the Nketiah thing, it was a mistake. He just got there late. Do you really believe he was trying to injure him? He was like, okay, look, I'm just going to put my foot there lazily because I'm just trying to block the ball. Okay, I misjudged it and I mistimed it. And viewing fouls, normal speed and slow speed makes it look different. Referees must always, always, always view the replay at normal speed. Always, always, always. It should never be changed, man. All right, let's say, man. Oh no. The Vardy goal was cool. The Vardy goal was cool. Somebody was saying Pep. Everybody, what up, baby? Pep is a brick regardless. He will never win the CL again. 9 losses this season with that team. No, I don't want to hear it. The pressure is on. I will still maintain that they are favorites for winning the Champions League this season. I believe they beat Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid didn't look good, but 2-1 down, 2 away goals. It is very complicated for Real Madrid with too small a margin of error because Real Madrid have to be too perfect to go through. So I think Man City come through. One-off game, no Liverpool, which can be a bogey team for them. I think something just tells me that I think Man City do it. If not, I still say that they're favorites. Guys, I mean, it's because I think the draw is when is the Champions League draw? Someone sent me something I think it was Colchoneros. Colchoneros sent me something on Instagram that I think it's either the 10th or the 17th that the CL draw is going to be made because that is going to be important. I need to see the draw, then I will then have a better picture as to how things will look. So I need to really have a picture. So I think they said it's July, is it July 10th or July 17th that the Champions League draw is going to be made. So, so it's this Friday. Word. Okay, guys. So we are going live. That's going to be big. Should Aubameyang move to a bigger club or stay at Arsenal and become a legend? 31, by the way. Oh, what do you know? 31. You see, Arsenal have to be very careful here. Because Aubameyang is still a very good finisher. And my thing is like, even if Aubameyang stays at Arsenal, what kind of legend can he truly be? Because he could be a legend based on, okay, well, but it's like he could only truly be a legend if you win something. He can't be the same kind of legend that Tony Adams is, who spent such a long time at the club. So the only kind of legend that he can be is not the kind of, so he can't be the Tony Adams or the Lee Dixon legend. He has to be a legend where, okay, I delivered something for these guys, you know, um, or I was just so superb for them. But I do think that if a big club comes calling, like for example, we've had Barcelona. So if Barcelona come knocking, are you going to begrudge him? Should Arsenal, would Arsenal fans now hate on Aubameyang if Aubameyang says it's Barcelona, it's Messi, they're coming calling, or Juventus say, "Yo man, we need a striker and we think you're good." But I mean, like, yeah. So you have to be thinking, man. Yeah, you have to be very worthy, man. So he might need to make that move, man. Because if Arsenal does make big moves in the market, he might need to make that move. He might need to make that move. Um, so how do you have a draw before the round of 16 finishes? It's about, you see, it's about scheduling. You know, they want to just, because remember, this is one off. And remember, you have to understand this is like a World Cup format. So remember, because it's a World Cup format where it's just one goal, it's done as a tree. So remember, when we're in the World Cup, Nations Cup, Copa America, by the time we get to the knockout stage, we know who we play in the second round, who we play if we go to the quarter, who we play if we go to the semi, and then who we could potentially play in the final. So this isn't like this is just like it's like a World Cup. So for them, they're like, this is the tree. So we'll have on the left hand side, or whether it's at the same, maybe left hand side, right hand side, boom. So now, for example, just like how you have in a Nations Cup, Euros or thingy, if your Man City, you're like, all right, if we beat Real Madrid, we face. So yeah, if we beat them, that means we face Leipzig. If we beat Leipzig, we face the winner of Bayern and Juventus. And if we beat either Bayern and Juventus, then we face Barcelona then or something. So again, it's so a bit like that. And it will actually be pretty cool because we've not really had that in the Champions before, having just the entire knockouts picture. Like, oh, geez, so now we can now see, oh my gosh, that could not be a potential quarterfinal. Oh, that could be a potential semi. And this is good because we can now see what kind of final we could get. So hopefully, it's a draw that gives us a potential great final. That is what we're hoping, that it gives us like a really good final. Yeah, it's a bracket draw, like a bracket. That's how I believe it's going to be. Why is lost? This is what I said before: is that experience is very key. Lazio just are not experienced in this, and they just don't have the players. The last time Lazio won the Serie A, they had guys like Vieira in their team, and they had guys like is it Marcelo Salas and so forth. They had really good players, coached by Ericsson. Simone Inzaghi is a good coach, but he's still on the up and up. And even when Lazio were around, I was like, Lazio are overachieving. And overachievers against serial winners, I'm always going to go with the serial winners. You see, an Inter Milan or specifically in Napoli, because they've been in this situation before, you can say, they now know what it means to win those games. You see, when you have a lack of experience, and it's like the pressure is on now, this is no longer like, oh my gosh, we're on a winning run. I think it's so good. It's like, no, you now have to win these games. So there's now pressure on. There was no real pressure in October or November. It's now February. It's now June. It's now July. There's now real pressure on. And the more experienced teams, with the more experienced players, they come through under pressure. But Lazio have shown that they don't have the experience. And with the lack of experience, they are folded under the pressure. And they pretty much handed the title over to Juventus, which is it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. Juve going for that's 10 in a row. Um, um, oh, damn. It's a bit negative. What club would you want to see go into administration? Why would I? See, this is my thing. Maybe some of you do. I don't hate any clubs. I don't hate any clubs. I mean, what club would I want to go into? I tell a lie. I tell a lie. I wouldn't mind seeing Cagliari going into administration based on their racism. I'm not. If Lazio went into administration, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be sad. So yeah, basically like Lazio, Millwall, Cagliari, basically all these known kind of racist clubs. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Um, PSG has been training hard for a month now. Let's see what they look like in August. you know, because if they make the draw and PSG now have to face Bayern Munich in the quarters, I'm taking Bayern. So or if they make the draw and they face the winner of Real Madrid and Man City, I'm taking Real Madrid or Man City. This is going to be a massive disadvantage for PSG because out of nowhere, you're playing a top tier team, full tilt, and guys who have had a month of competitive football. PSG got screwed over by Uber Eats. But the thing is that PSG are in a lose-lose situation. Even if Uber Eats wasn't declared, it's still Uber Eats. PSG can beat those teams in their sleep. So it is still like training for them in Uber. The issue is they're in Uber Eats. And I keep telling people PSG they will never win the Champions League as long as they're in Uber Eats. It will never happen. It will never happen, man. All right, let's just see. Yeah, no, that's true. That's right. No, that was a wild question. Like, what's called? No. For Martin Rosario, so Cannibal Suarez biting people in that Lazio game. HH, which Lazio game? Yeah, that's right. Which game I talking about? Is it the Lazio game that was played today, or when Lazio played Barcelona? Why? Which game are you talking about? Like he's a cannibal. So he eats people. I don't think people have actually sort of come to terms with. This guy eats people. This guy was going around eating human flesh. Do you know how dangerous that is? When like you're sharing the same football pitch with a guy who eats human flesh, man. That's wild, man. All right, guys. Look, man. Let's go later. So, what games are tomorrow? Actually, so I think is it Barcelona tomorrow? Let's check this out. Oh my God! Really, Espanol? Really? Oh my God! So this is going to be like a deliverance. So I suppose we'll be back here tomorrow. So basically, so Barcelona will be 1 point behind. So 4 games left, man. 4 games left. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I still think Barcelona will win this La Liga. I can just see. Oh, Brighton v Liverpool. Brighton v Liverpool. Okay. Brighton v Liverpool. Okay. Okay. As because you see, because that's what we're debating now whether Liverpool will break the record. Like Liverpool, they should go for the record. The record is there because if Liverpool don't break the record, what points will I mean? Then this isn't, but okay, you won it, but cool, fine, But you want to win it and really put a full stop in there. So yeah, so guys, look, man, I suppose we'll see each other here 11 p.m. after the Barca game, and of course we'll read the Barca game and we'll review the Brighton Liverpool game, and yeah, Sheffield United against Wolves. Sheffield v Wolves. That should be good. That should be good. So yeah. So we have some. See, the as bad as this whole COVID thing is for fans can't go to games. This is a blessing in disguise because the amount of football guys we're having like 3-4 games every single day. It is crazy. We're having 3-4 games every single day. It's absolutely insane. It's so good. But guys, look, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 p.m. Stay good, stay real, stay sexy, stay sassy, and remember, become a patron, man. Support your boy. Support your boy. Support the football hall. Support HH, man. Make HH live. Allow me to pay the rents, lights, food, internet, X videos, and all that kind of stuff, man, by becoming a patron. Click in the link below, patreon.com/football dugout. Oh, no, wait, no, sorry. Well, that's the football dugouts one. The half up one. Follow the dugout one, patreon.com/dugout. For the personal half up one, the HH one, patreon.com/half up, patreon.com/half up. Going to try and put some sexy stuff in there. But I'm all good, I'm all real. And yes, the sick is top 5 based on performance. If you push me, top 2. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.